Welcome back to our project house in Bryson City, North Carolina, where I'm remodeling a 120-year-old house so that I can use it for an Airbnb here in this beautiful little town. Let's take a look. We had to remove all the old windows and siding and all the trim on this house. We're going to replace it with new windows and new trim and new siding, but the whole big picture is that when we're done, we want it to all look old again. One of the main challenges here is to put in brand new windows and new trims, yet in the finish have it appear to be very old. You know, you can't just go down to the store and buy old window kits. Yeah, millwork, please. Yeah, listen, I'm doing an old house. I need to get a bunch of old windows made. I need them to be all real special sizes. Can you do that? What? Hello? Here's the common thread of features that we found in almost all the old windows in this area. On an old window, all you see is the sash and the window trim. Now, let me explain. New windows have a sash and a frame and then the trim. So that frame part, that wasn't a thing back then. There was just the sash and the trim. So we need to make something that appears to only have a sash and a trim. Second, most of these old windows had very wide face trims. They were 5 inches wide, actually. And the reason they were wide is because they had to house these cast iron weights that would counterbalance the sash as it went up and down, giving it a near weightless feel. There was a cavity in between these two trims that would allow this to travel up and down. Third, they almost all had a very thick sill at the bottom, like 2 inches thick, and they were sloped. This one I made is about 10 degrees sloped, and they had a beautiful little crown molding up top with a sloped cap. Look, here's where the rubber meets the road, and really the fun part for me. So we designed and built these new window frames, including all of the old details and features that you would find in an old one. The great thing is that we are now going to use remodel windows, vinyl windows, and insert them into our homemade frames, and they will look as close as we can get them to the original. Let's take a quick look at this vinyl window that we selected, and I'll tell you why we selected it. This has a very narrow frame on the side that will mostly be covered with our stop, and it is very inexpensive and can be ordered to any custom size. Now let's install this window so you can see the finished product assembled. I would dare say that to the untrained eye, this will appear authentic when it's all done. I want to point out that I'm using these shims to hold the window above my wooden frame, and I do not want the window to touch the wooden frame on the bottom, because if you did, you wouldn't be able to seal it with caulk. You can see that there's a 1/8 of an inch gap underneath where the window will be. That allows me a place to completely fill and seal under the window to the frame with a high quality caulk. If the window was installed tight to the bottom frame, I could apply a bead of caulk right here, but it would really only be on the surface, on the face. And if it ever cracked, it could lead to leaking inside my frame. Nobody wants that. We've already completely sealed behind this window frame when we installed it to the sheathing. Now we've sealed all the way around the inside of the window. Let's stick the window in. I'm being very careful not to get any caulk in the weep holes of this window. It is designed to be able to let water flow through the frame and out this tiny hole. Now, some people may call me crazy for using this approach, but to me it's beautiful and it looks just like I want it to. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Take care.
Well, I know that was a lot of effort, but at least it doesn't look like a new window.